This is Miss Sebastian. We are going to be working on subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. So our first problem says 7/8 minus 1/6. So I've got to find a common denominator, and the least common denominator that both 8 and 6 can go into is 24. So I'm going to multiply 7 by 3 and 8 by 3 to get 21 over 24. And I do this to find that equivalent fraction. And 6 would have to multiply by 4 to give me 24. So I have to do it to the numerator as well. Now I can just subtract. 21 minus 4 gives me 17, and I'll leave the denominator alone. Okay, then I've got 11/12 minus 5/8. Well, I have to look for that common denominator again, and it is 24. So what did I have to multiply 12 by to get 24? That was 2. So I have to multiply the top by 2 as well. And 8, I had to multiply by 3. So I have to multiply the top by 3 as well. So now I can just subtract. 22 minus 15 gives me 7 over 24. Number 3. Kia has 8 knots a yard of ribbon. She used 2/3 a yard for a bow. How much does she have left? So my least common multiple here, I know that 3 can go into 9 evenly. So I'm going to leave it as 8 knots. And to get to a 9 denominator, I had to multiply by 3. So 2 times 3 is 6. And now I can just subtract the numerators. 8 minus 6 is 2, and your denominator stays the same. Just always remember your units here. Okay, then I've got 4 knots minus 1/5. Okay, 9 and 5 don't have any common multiples until you get to 45. So I'm going to multiply 9 by 5 to get there. So I have to multiply 4 by 5 as well, and I get 20. Then I've got to multiply by 9, and I get 20 minus 9, and that gives me 11/45. Okay, number 5 says 6/7 minus 5/8. So my least common denominator here will be 56. So I had to multiply 7 by 8 to get there, so I have to multiply the top as well. And 8 had to be multiplied by 7, so I have to do the top the same way. 6 times 8 is 48. 5 times 7 is 35. So now I can just subtract. 48 minus 35 gives me 13/56. And I can choose my answer there. Number 6. Zachary had a piece of wood that was 5/6 foot long. He used 1/2 to make a bridge for his toy trucks. How much does he have left? Well, I do know that my least common denominator is 6. So I had to multiply 1/2 by 3/3. Okay, so 5/6 minus 3/6 would be 2/6, and I can simplify that by 2/2, which would give me 1/3. So Zachary has 1/3 of a foot left. Number 7, Maureen had 9/11 quarts of ice cream. She ate 3/8 of a quart. How much ice cream does she have left? So I have to find the common denominator between 11 and 8. And that common denominator is 88. So I had to multiply 11 by 8. So I have to do the same to the top. And I had to multiply 8 by 11. So I have to do the same to that top as well, that numerator. 9 times 8 is 72. 3 times 11 is 33. When I subtract, I do get 39 over 88. And the last question. Bella is walking to the library. The total distance from her house to the library is 7/10 of a mile. She has walked 2/7 of a mile. How much farther does she have? So I have to find a common denominator between 7 and 10. That least common denominator is 70. So I've got to multiply 10 by 7 to get 70. So I have to multiply the top as well to keep it even. And 7 will have to be multiplied by 10, as does the top. So 7 times 7 is 49. 2 times 10 is 20. When I subtract 49 minus 20, I get 29/70ths, and that was miles. And this was quarts.